For most, this is the sound of childhood. But for me, it's the sound of defeat. In the 2000s, loads of games were being made. Games that you've never even heard of, because the PlayStation 2 had too many games. I am pretty confident you wouldn't be able to play every single PlayStation 2 game. But they did churn out games like they were going out of fashion. They just didn't stop. They were just pumping games. Just boo, 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 boo. And they just didn't stop. They just kept going. And it just went straight into somebody's living room on their DVD shelf. And looking at my shelf of games, there's one, I'm pulling them off the shelf. There is one game that stands out, movie games. Games based off movies. The problem with most movie games is the movie gets all of the love and the game is like a second thought, like having a second child. But sometimes the second child does something amazing. It takes over the first child. The movie game is better than the movie. And for me, my little second child is Transformers the game. And you might ask me, how did the movie game take over the original movie? It had 2 different campaigns. Robots had cars. It had robots that turn into cars. And just look at the game. I just really want to know what my mum was feeding me when I was playing this game. Now, maybe my standards have just heightened, but it doesn't look as cracking. But even with these great graphics that I thought I saw as a kid, there's one thing that always stopped me from finishing this game, and that was the Hoover Dam mission. But before me and Bumblebee end up at Hoover Dam and have to live the nightmare when I was a 7-year-old, we'll have to talk about the story a little bit. I'm sorry. The Allspark lands onto Earth. The Allspark is this big, powerful cube, and it lands in the hands of Sam and Megan Fox. Sam is played by Shia LaBeouf. Do it! And Fox is played by Megan Fox. I can't remember her character name. And you have to protect them from the baddies, the Decepticons. You have to do this a lot. You did this with 3 different characters in about 3 different chapters. It was crazy. But after that, you play as Optimus Prime. And then they capture Bumblebee in a net. A net. This is Bumblebee, an extraterrestrial alien who can pretend to become a car and can fire guns and has weapons, and he gets caught in a net. And he is chased down by Optimus Prime, again, another extraterrestrial alien with guns and weapons, and Optimus Prime does everything in his power to not try and stop the helicopter with Bumblebee. He does not shoot at the helicopter. He does not attack the helicopter. He does not grab the helicopter. He just chases the helicopter through the town. And before you say, oh, he didn't shoot down the helicopter because he didn't want to hurt the people, in this very mission, you drive through police officers just doing their job. I've played as Optimus throwing a car with a family of 3 in it. You do not tell me that is what was stopping him. But then we get to the mission that started my nightmares, the Hoover Dam. And here we have Bumblebee. And I want you to remember, this mission stopped me from finishing the game. This was the very thing stopping me from getting to the finish line. I remember replaying the first bits over and over again. And I am not surprised. This is hard. This is a really hard section. I know people talk about in GTA San Andreas where you got to fly that helicopter. And remember when I said that this was the only thing stopping me from the finish line? Yeah, the finish line isn't close. It was actually very, very far away. So here we are. We're in Hoover Dam. We've got Bumblebee and the new Chimera body. And we get a message off Optimus Prime saying we have to destroy the ventilation fan. Sounds easy. It's just a time mission. So I'll draw it out for you. Here we have the ventilation fan. This is Bumblebee. I'll try and make it the same size. And we just have to drive through the ventilation fan. Sounds easy. But remember, we're on a CRT using PlayStation 2 controls. The car doesn't drive straight. Parts of the tunnel are falling down whilst you're driving through it, and if you hit everything, that's it, you're done, because you're also getting chased by a massive fireball, and if you go too slow, you have to start it again. Great. And I do want to ask my younger self something. What did I do when I couldn't finish the level? Because there's no skipping, there's no cheats, there's no walkthrough. I don't think YouTube had the Transformers walkthrough yet, uploaded by Super Brad or whatever his name was. the Rad Brad. So what did I do? Like, did I just sit there and just turn it off and just exist for a couple of hours and then just go back to the game and then hope that the skill would come to me? Because clearly it's a skill issue. It's clearly not a game design issue. Come on, it's Transformers, a game from 2007. It's clearly not a design issue. It's clearly a skill issue. And here we have it. The Waking Giant. The mission that stopped me from enjoying my younger years, my teenage years, and some, maybe all of my 20s, depending when this video goes out. And it's a good thing it was called The Waking Giant, because it really did overshadow my childhood quite a bit. All I have to do is secure the Allspark and wait for it to shrink. How hard can it be? Very hard. It was very hard indeed. Let me explain what's going wrong. I'll put a whiteboard here again. So this is you, you're Bumblebee. You have to stay near the Allspark, so you're in this circle. You also have Sector 7 shooting at you. They are also outside of the zone. They don't really come into the zone too much. But apart from Sector 7, there is also mechanical scorpions inside the zone, also attacking you. And the cherry on top, Megatron is shooting at you constantly. So you have to beat off Sector 7 and the Scorpions whilst being shot at by Megatron and waiting for the all-important Allspark to shrink. I don't know why the Allspark is so big, but, you know, military stuff, innit? And one of these got me killed every single time. And you know, this is where the realization hit me. Maybe I can't beat this level, but I am no longer that 7-year-old. I'm no longer just going to exist. So I did what any great gamer did. I pulled up YouTube and I YouTubed it. And you know, it's a pretty mega way to win. Like, come here, I'll tell you. What you've got to do is, you've just got to spam square as much as you can, and then you will win. Clearly, it was a skill issue. I had too much skill. All you have to do is stand still and just square, 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 and then you will win. You're right. Yeah, I completed the game.
Aren't you too old for video games now?